How far over am I putting the what?
Switch.
Switch. It's going to be pretty much the same layout as the other.
Switch.
Think about that. If there's anything about Thumper that you could change, what would you change?
I'd have a hole in the table so I could have a replaceable polycarbonate window right under the glass thing. So I could put a high-speed camera under it.
Okay.
Yep. Which is why I wanted a plastic table. But I can't radically change the main table. I've got a lot of bus bar on the table, and that gives me a lot of inductance, which I think is a very large part as to why Thumper has survived so long. Yeah, because it's a lossy system. What I need from you, sir, is the numbers. We ran the numbers and found out that we've been underreporting Thumper's performance for a decade.
It's not 144
It's way more than that, because you did the math from the caps, you found the data sheets, you did the fucking math. Right? I need the new numbers, because I gotta learn new numbers. Because every week I go out there and I say 144 megawatts, and I know I'm lying, and it's the worst kind of lie. I'm underreporting it. We're actually doing better.
Make a hell of a video when we get the actual numbers and you can come out and say, when we were reporting 144 megawatts, we lied.
That'll be great. All right, you want to report?
It's 5 times that amount.
I'm going to go look at what's 2 holes for each plate. Okay.
5.
If you want to get tape measure, we'll measure it from the edge. Yeah, I got you. Alright, so...
Mark it on the aluminum, because I'm not drilling from the top.
Yeah, I know, but we're 15 and a half.
Yeah.
Alright, we got a math.
They're inconsistent with.
They are? They're all over the place?
I don't know that they're all over the place, but I'm willing to bet money that they're not the same, because this one looks measurably wider than that one.
It is. That's 13.
I think the rest are 13.
That's 13. We're all over the place.
This one's just wide.
This is just wide. Alright. So what I'm going to say is we're going to go in 4 inches. And we're going to go in 4 inches from this end. Give me 2 bolts. Mr. Kidwell,
Yes.
on the end of each plate, make a mark. 4 inches in, make a mark. Okay, go 4 inches in from this end, make a mark. Do this on each plate.
All the way around.
Well, on these edges, on the ends, I'll figure it out. Should what? Science. And what?
Put it over the conductors for something and get a nice little picture of what the weight is.
Oh God! If I had a DSO, man, I want an O-scope that takes pictures.
We have nothing that equates to...
If anybody out there has a DSO and you want to come in and help us get waveform pictures of Thumper, I would deeply appreciate that. And so would Mr. Kidwell.
Sometimes it's winter.
Huh?
Sometimes it's winter. I'm going to buy a Rygol.
That's what I want, is one of the Rygol ones.
100 DSL.
How much do those cost?
About 400.
Really?
Yeah. It's the one that you hack to make it into a much better scope.
You can do that?
Yes, Rygol released an oscilloscope that was very honest specs, for a very honest price.
Okay.
And they made it not terribly difficult to just software hack a bunch of new features into it.
Really?
A lot of people feel like they did that as a marketing scheme, that all the phone gamers would be like, oh look, I can exploit all these weaknesses. Meanwhile, universities and businesses would buy the next level scope because they're not going to hack their
Yeah, they're not going to mess with it.
So a ton of people really love this scope.
That's a really cool deal.
There's been a ton of write-ups. AVE has one.
Yeah, I've seen AVEs, and so does
EEV Blog
yeah,
has done a
EEV
whole
Blog.
write-up on it.
I think he's sponsored by them.
Probably. Well, I don't know if he's sponsored because he kind of resists all that, and he also has a very high opinion of signaling.
Signet?
Signaling, yeah.
Yeah, that feels bad.
Well, when it went through the first side of the extrusion, it kind of bounced.
Do this one first.
Fine. Yeah, it will.
Push it up tight.
Fucking weird. Like a nickel-plated hammer.
Yes. Actually, I think it is.
Unnecessarily glossy.
It is pretty damn shiny.
Aluminum in the tits.
Some people pay extra for that.
That's Sam.
Some people demand to be paid extra.
That's my word. Don't knock it, it's good living. Hey, I know how to, hey, watch this, Mitch, I got an idea.
I'm just gonna zip my Adam's apple. That's worse.
Throw a new one, walk it off.
Did you hear about the cross-dressing Disney princesses at dinner?
Yeah, that was, there's a story.
Wanted to walk by Sam and just grabbed him by the shoulders and moved him out of the way because he was a big dude. Apparently when you dress up like Cinderella, if you're a big dude, you still just act like a big dude.
If it doesn't grab enough, there's a secret to it. Open it all the way, and then like way ridiculous open it. Like,
fucking SR-71, man.
Go on my Facebook.
Do you hate the air zoo? Is
Go,
there like a rant?
go on my Facebook and look through my pictures.
Yeah?
Picture of me at the air zoo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Naked on an SR-71?
No, but I'm somewhere that most people don't get to be.
Good?
They have a Bell F1 rocket engine there.
Yeah?
It's on a really big stand. I'm standing up on a ladder on the side of the rocket engine before the stand is painted. It had just been moved in there. Okay, this one's gonna suck. I'll hold it while you clean. And we gotta be
Right, dead nuts.
right, dead, fuck nuts there. How are you doing that?
Because we're gonna have to drill a hole up there in the middle, and we're gonna probably only be able to fit one in there because there's not a lot of meat.
Oh man. Alright.
Also, I'm debating if we should rip. How about that? Grab a circular saw.
Circle or so?
We're in the north, Jerry. Call it the circular.
Yeah. It really doesn't matter. When I router it off, it's going to come off anyway. I can't use a router until it's bolted down. Because they're going to move just a little bit in their boltments. And if they're, what we can do tonight though, is get all the holes drilled and then countersink the holes. We're there.
What the fuck's that mark?
That's where I was going to have to cut it off, and I realized I just thrown away that much material. Because the router's going to cut it off. And
Do you want me to just eyeball a mark in here somewhere?
Because I want it to be consistent end to end. There. Take your Sharpie. Take my Sharpie. Make a mark 4 inches. Okay.
Cool. Vaguely-ish.
It's close enough that it'll look
Yeah,
right.
I was gonna say, if you're within an eighth of an inch at a distance, no deal.
Cool. Now do that side. I like the corded drill. That long. You gotta cool it down a little bit. Yeah, you're clear. Okay, now let's do some across the back. It was 7.5, wasn't it? You did before? 7.5 from the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7.5. 7.5. Do it. just need bolts. All right, how do we want to countersink this? You want to do that on drill press?
Countersink. Don't we have a little right angle drilly fixture thingy?
Yeah.
You can set a depth stop on that and then put a countersink on this. And you don't have to take the shit off.
Do it. Because this cuts like cheese, so.
Yeah. Soft cheese, feel like a brie.
Oh God, I wish I had the right bolts. Get a count of how many bolts we need. And we'll get the measurement, which I think is just 3-inch bolts. And you can pick them up tomorrow at like Home Depot or something. We'll be back.
Sam,
Yeah.
as memory serves, you're an ME.
Sure am.
How's your calculus?
Pretty shitty. I got straight D's to calculus. Except for Calc 2, which I retook in MA, because Sharon was a very good calc teacher.
So when you take an integral, you give the area under the graph of your function.
Correct.
Okay. Say you got a plot.
Okay.
Looks something like this.
Yeah.
Spikes up somewhere really huge.
Yep.
Comes down and you get a curve.
Correct.
Say
Area
you
under that.
know what the area under that is.
Yes.
Can you come up with what the peak was?
Well, typically if you were performing an integral, you would be doing it with a characteristic equation.
Okay.
And your characteristic equation would be find your peak.
Your exponential, it's exponential decay
Right. Well,
of an RC network.
right. But you would have some characteristic equation that would give you that curve. And if you wanted the integral, you would integrate that equation. But if you wanted the peak value, you could run it through like Excel or whatever and find out.
Problem is,
This iteration.
the problem is, there's a high probability we're not going to be able to get that data.
Well, I mean, you could extrapolate.
That's what we have to do.
I wouldn't call it, an integral. You could extrapolate and attempt to figure out, well, I've got this exponential and I have this very steep climb. Try to figure out where they intersect. Would be what guess.
Because
The current transfer. 40 to 1.
highest ratio we got in the building. We might have a 4,001 million.
That could be fast.
That's the whole thing. Well, if this will leave fast enough, this part of it isn't the problem. That's a 5 ohm resistor. So you put a 5 ohm, the resistance you put across a current transformer is 5 ohms. That's a 5 ohm 1% resistor. So you measure the voltage drop across that, and it gives you the current that's going through the thing. You put this on the output lead of the capacitor bank, and it'll give us a picture of the waveform of the current coming out of it. So we know what the voltage is, because we directly measure that with the charging thing.
Yeah.
This should give us what the current is, theoretically, at least.
Could we also get some information? Look at the voltage drop over time. Watch the voltage curve as we discharge. And at least get an idea of where that peak amperage ought to be.
The thing is, when we close that switch, there ain't a whole lot of time.
Well, yeah, but in the world of, storage, 3 milliseconds is a shit ton of time.
I know, but we don't have a digital storage.
Well,
So we have to use, at best, whatever scope we have and a video camera.
because I have a 400 megahertz scope. Let's name on the scope.
Yeah.
So,
You set the trigger, you do single sweep,
Yep.
When you're on a video watching the scope, you fire the thing and you get one swoop.
And hope that you caught it on
Hoping you count. The only thing we got going for us is you can fire that thing off anytime you want. Once your switch is in place.
And we do have a slow motion camera now.
And you crank your intensity way up on your scope.
You crank the intensity on the scope up, and you try it at what we think the time to fire is,
Right.
which
So I'm planning at some point this winter ideally to pick up, the digital oscilloscope. When you'll be able to feel when you'd like to run these tests. I'm assuming the sooner the better. It's your current plan.
tomorrow afternoon.
Quick recommendation, buy the cheapest model. They have because they won't have the same scope, but they've got licenses.
I've already got the scope picked out that does all that.
Okay.
It's the one that AVE uses. It's the one that Dave Jones did a big thing on. So
Okay,
I
yeah.
all
Okay.
1054, and it does that. You can hack into it. And
Yeah.
I could bring my digital storage scope in next time I'm here, but that's going to be, what is that going to be?
Right. I don't think we're going to be able to.
Actually, it's going to be Tuesday afternoon, and then it's going to be Sunday afternoon. I might be able to, Tuesday afternoon, I'm going to be driving straight from work to go bringing Christina home for Thanksgiving weekend. Picking her up on Tuesday, dropping her off on Sunday. Sunday, a week from, well, tomorrow. I will be here with my storage stuff. I got a Tektronix, I don't remember what it is. It's an old Tektronix storage store. The first ones they had.
I have.
I think it's only 50 megabytes.
One of the analog screen ones.
Yeah, this is a megabyte.
I have a Tektronix 400 megahertz 4-channel that was right in the era when they were starting to bring the digital stuff, so I had digital measurement and a lot of things,
Yeah.
but it doesn't appear to have storage. It's kind of neat scope though. You can pick up some really wild noise out of the air.
So aside from picking her up on the 22nd and dropping her off on the 27th, 16, 17, and 18 is the next weekend. Weekend before Christmas. Christmas falls on a Sunday this year. Now, just out of curiosity, is that not the sheet metal strong enough to support that thing with only rails on two edges?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm
We'll
just-
find out. What's the worst that happens?
Bend.
Death. The answer is always death.
Death.
If you put it on the scale of the worst thing that could possibly happen is death, anything less than that doesn't seem so bad.
I thought living as a vegetable would be worse than dead.
You might not know the Dex. I'm half tempted to leave the wheels on it.
Well, you're not going to know they're there.
Yeah, I just think it'd be kind of funny to have the wheels on it.
All right, put the 6 o'clock position on that scale opposite the faceplate. Out of curiosity.
Opposite the faceplate?
It's two-sided.
Nice.
Because
You
if
can't,
you
it's
want,
already got the holes.
yeah, you can rotate the plate. You want the faceplate up, we already talked about that. If the faceplate, the terminals
Should have
up.
been mounted this way. I do, but I don't want to put them bunch of shavings on top of the variac.
Undo four bolts, rotate as necessary.
So you flip the whole faceplate?
You want the terminals up because then you can pull that plastic top off and get down to them. Otherwise, you're going through the side of the box. Or
Yeah, that makes sense. So,
Find me.
well, that's perfect anyway.
Find me this thread size and the tap drill size.
That's interesting. It's like
Wait.
832, 1032.
I'll tell them what to do. Take that top off.
Alright.
Take the top off, Boden.
For Mr. Clark, anytime. It's the voice.
I found a thing.
You found a thing.
I found a thing.
Congratulations, people. Every now and then, the fact that you worked in a steel mill really comes out.
Didn't work in a steel mill. Did you have the bit?
Oh, it's a foundry.
He has it. He had it.
He did that with authority, didn't he?
He did that with a complete and total disregard of hitting his number.
I've done that a long time.
You're now studying the migratory pattern of Sam's growth. Go gently, Mr. Clark. Wait.
Big red.
Can't rotate the plate 90 degrees. It's got.
The bolt pattern for the variac is square.
No.
It's not?
The bolt pattern for the variac is square.
Yeah.
Variac, you rotate 90 degrees.
Or the leads are going up.
Yeah. It was everywhere you want to be.
Now,
Keep it up here.
Mitch, what do you think? Do what?
See if that's the way you want it. I think it is.
want a wrench for this?
We're off by
Want a wrench for the bottom?
It's right next to that bin on the floor. I believe.
The screwdriver?
Oh, no, it's behind you.
Behind you.
Oh, there's actually.
there.
fastener station.
Oh, with what?
There are a whole bunch of fasteners right there.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were on there.
Ah, shit.
Where's the nuts?
I don't have the nuts. Because you guys have the nuts.
Fuck am I gonna do with this?
I didn't bring it.
Go grab the quarter 20 nuts. All of them.
I brought it.
Okay.
Okay, Kidwell, you're gonna work the outside with the bolts. I'll work the inside with the nuts, because I'll need tiny fingers to work the bolts on the shape.
It's
Okay.
like really heavy.
I just have a feeling it'll go a lot faster if I'm doing the Mr. Clark, before we do this, do we want to toss a sling on that and hold it up with the engine hoist, which is right there, and use the slings that are right in that toolbox and save you a lot of fighting? I just feel it might be a lot easier, because that's going to have to sit there for a while.
Well, let's look at a hump it in, and then I'm hoping that you and Mitch are going to throw bolts in it really fast and get it started so I don't have to muscle it. I assume it's going in the top position.
Yeah, let's just put it right in the top.
Excuse me, Paul.
Don't grab from that. It can go in the bottom position if it's a lot easier. I think with that much weight, you might as well. Paul, bolts.
I'm trying.
Reach right up his ass. They don't line up.
Down a little bit. I've got some lined up here.
Yeah?
You got them?
He's got to come down a hair on my side. That's good. Okay.
And relax a little, Sam.
All right. Paul, go next one down. Just work your way right down the line. Start stuffing bolts in the holes. Push it. You're there. It's clear. Smack it with something. Like the wrench in your hand?
Hold on, relax. We got the tops in.
Yeah,
Knocking Jimmy a little bit.
That did it.
hold on. There you go. There.
Good. Next one down.
Just do the very bottom one.
Next one down. Next one down. I need more. You gotta push it down. No, do it again. Thank you. Next one down. Hold it right there. Next one down.
You need to give me a toe on
Yeah, the
that.
difference between the top position and the bottom position are two screws, or two holes.
Good. He's in on all of his.
I got one more. I think the one that I have is just misaligned enough that it's going to have to get straight through the wrench.
I can do it if you want. All right, I'm doing your side. Hang on, Paul. I'm going over to the other side. So I'm on your side, bottom.
Hold on, he's here, I'm doing it.
Working my way up Mitch's side.
I need an opening.
Thank you, gentlemen. Look at that.
Laser cut some left hand with your acrylic to cover up the holes.
It's airflow.
True.
Okay, other side top. Yeah. I just want to say, if you make the needle line up.
We'll need a wrench for that.
So that's right.
Half, maybe 7/16. I got them in the board. Fourth board down on the toolkit.
Now, we, oh, this boundaries are tight. So tomorrow, we put a ballast in here. Do you have any of that?
You can see the little bit of flex, but it's pretty minor.
My only concern is moving this place to place. Like in here, it's fine on a perfectly smooth floor, but
Yeah. 4 half-inch rods, pretty tight.
I'm just worried about the plate. I'm gonna have to do some snazzy lettering for that. Ciao, Paul. It's that it still has wheels that makes it fun. Zero lining up with zero is more important than max lining up with max.
Hey, I got a job to start. Taylor. Hi.
Well, darn close.
It's close enough. Because we'll put a voltmeter on the top for exact. That's close enough for that.
Guy's stiff.
Yeah, it's really, it's a hard area to put there.
Which means it's tight. Good.
And it's midnight. That's the day. You guys have fun. That's today's Captain's Club. Good night.